Good evening. Welcome. Before we bring up our first contestant, we have a special treat. Delivering the opening statement tonight is the one and only legend of the Athens music scene, the governor, Michael Guthrie.
WUXTRY 50.0. Yeah, I remember well when there wasn't WUXTRY, but what was there, I have no idea. That's how unimportant they were. But Dan and Mark got the WUXTRY going. That changed it for all of us, because after every gig that we did, Tyrone's, Legion Field, Mad Hatter, getting fired at the B&O warehouse. The day afterwards, we would go right into WUXTRY because they had all the good records. And I never shopped at a corporate record shop. That's what WUXTRY did for us. As we moved into the 70s, and we tried to make our own records, and we were on the road, I would call the phone booth, and those of you who know, you remember the phone booth by the sidecar. So I'd be calling from somewhere, and Chuck or Peter would pick up the phone. And I would say, "Hey, this is Mike from the MGB. Have you sold any of those records?" And they would go check. I say, "Yeah, I think we sold a couple." "Okay, keep on." Years later, everybody worked at WUXTRY. Our John worked at WUXTRY. We were lucky enough to, Dan gave us our big shot at the big time playing on the rooftop at WUXTRY. Then later with Mickey Dolenz, we were on the rooftop. It keeps going. When I lived in Atlanta, I shopped at the WUXTRY over there. So the story never ends. WUXTRY 50.0. What can you say? Long live the WUXTRY, Dan and Mark. Thank you. Yeah. And speaking of legends, we're going to bring up a long living legend, Connor Tribble.
A lot of great folks have played on this stage and all the stages around here. No one rocked harder than the Michael Guthrie Band. Give it up again for the MGB. Okay, here we go. Dan, Mark, WUXTRY Records, this is your life. I'm going to introduce this kid right here using his own words. I met Dan through my best friend and bass player when Mark and Dan had first moved to Georgia and started WUXTRY in the mid-70s. He introduced me to them, and we quickly became good friends and started hanging out a lot. A year or two later, Dan and I started a reggae and western band called Measure for Measure. Right. So every weekend I would go to Athens for songwriting and rehearsal. So we have flown him here at great expense from the outer reaches of the jungle to deliver his sermon. Please welcome the Reverend Connor Tribble.
Muchas gracias. It's working. I must say before I start my little part of the show, what an honor it is to be here. Mark, Dan, I love you guys so much, and what you have done is nothing short of astounding. Give them both a big, big round of applause, and everyone who has worked and affiliated with WUXTRY, there's nothing else like it in the world. Okay, I'm a happy guy. I've learned how to be that way. You got two choices. You can be happy or not be happy. I used to let little things worry this, whatever, but I stopped doing it. I'm happy, and I wrote this happy little song I'm going to sing for you right now.